Niels's product, Conera, that he has pioneered and built was mentioned by Fabio earlier. Today, we talk about a different one. We talk about UnionML. UnionML is an open source system built on Flight, so it's a Flight ecosystem project. And I would love to introduce Niels, talk a little bit about more, just to give people who have not heard about it, kind of like the high level explanation and where to find material and so on. Niels, please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Martin. Hi, everyone. I'm Niels Bantilan. I do a lot of ML related stuff in Union AI. And yeah, just a real quick review of UnionML. We've spoken about it in the past, but really the problem it tries to solve is it tries to unify the ecosystem of all the different tools that you might want to use when building and deploying machine learning systems into production. And the production term there is operative here. It's not, we're trying to bridge the gap here between Flight as a, very fully featured production system and the prototyping R&D workflow that, Flight might not be super optimized towards. So, UnionML is trying to bridge that gap between prototyping, quick iteration, maybe in a Jupyter notebook, more on that later. And it really tries to bring additional things that might be missing in the Flight ecosystem, like model serving, for example. And it tries to, tie a little bow on the entire end-to-end workflow. You can see all the links here for the roadmap, the website, and documentation. And if we go to the next slide, we did want to feature Zev. Zev is the co-founder and engineering lead at Rubella Systems. Rubella is a model and data observability and monitoring tool. And just wanted to feature his contribution here. The PR you can see in the link, but really what this does, it's a small but not small but important contribution here to allow you to deploy your UnionML app using maybe uncommitted code in Git. So by default now, it'll complain if you have some uncommitted code in your UnionML app. But you contributed a PR where you can say allow uncommitted equals true, and this just allows you to specify a flag if you're doing quick and dirty iteration to redeploy your app. So thank you, Zev. And we're actually working on another integration with Rubella itself. And this is part of the model observability features and plugins that we're going to introduce into UnionML over the next few months. We do host OSS planning meetings for UnionML. They happen every other Wednesday. The last one was last week, so the next one will be next week. You can see on the link there, the Zoom invite. You can also add it to your calendar if you want to attend these regularly. And I believe that's it for UnionML updates.
I think that's it, yeah. All right, Niels, fantastic work. So I hope that the community will join the planning meeting. I always think there's so much that could be done on the abstraction layer, because I would have a lot of requests for certain areas. I feel like that's a good opportunity for the community to actually really thrive where this whole project is going. So if you're a member of the Flight community, please join the UnionML OSS planning meeting with Niels, and I'm sure this will be very enjoyable. Niels, thank you so much for your effort.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Just wanted to whet people's appetites here, just in case you haven't really seen what UnionML does. But I just wanted to point you to the documentation. If you want to get started with kind of zero setup, we do have guides here in the tutorial section. So if you go to the docs, unionml.readthedocs.io. There are two examples here that do have Google Colab links. So you can go on, this is the one I just opened, and you can, go through this tutorial, check it out, run the code, and get a sense of how it all works.
Great. That's fantastic. Thanks for sharing that. Super helpful.